Show me.
How we doing, everybody? It is the Martial Arts Film Freak here, the who's who of Kung Fu. And the who's who of Kung Fu has had a problem over the past few weeks. I've had some stuff popping up on my social media that I don't care for. And I need to share it with you because it's truly disturbing. And funny. And disturbing. But still a little bit funny. Now, you hear all the time about bad AI art. You hear about AI movie posters, people getting fooled into thinking that stuff is real. AI trailers, as technology has progressed in what AI can do online. It's some crazy stuff.
God, what is that? Oh my God! What is that?
And I've been seeing a lot of it, and I find it sick and annoying. And I just wanted to share it with you. So let's jump into some awful AI that I've been coming across on the internet, and I just can't wait to share with you. So this is one of the first ones I ever saw right here. It is a graph of some sort, just, detailing the lives and careers of some of the top martial arts stars of all time here. We, of course, have, let's see how well I can zoom this here. We've got Bruce Lee right here. See if I can zoom that any better. Yeah. We got Bruce Lee, Donnie Yen, Jet Li, the only one, well, no, those two look half decent. Jet Li, Jackie Chan here, who, he looks like a puppet. Michael Jai White, who that's just a different dude. Scott Adkins, who here is played by a Middle Eastern guy. Jean-Claude Van Damme, who is like half Jean-Claude Van Damme, half guy with Bell's palsy. And no disrespect to Bell's palsy, and Chuck Norris here. Now, this is one of the first ones I came across. This is one of the first things I saw here that I was like, why? I've not gone through this information here to see if it was all accurate. Let me go back. I've not gone through this information here to see if it was all accurate. The movies, the height, the ages. I know most of the ages are pretty right. Movies they did. But it doesn't matter. We're here for the AI artwork. Look at Donnie Yen's face. Look at Donnie Yen's face. This is Donnie Yen. This is Ip Man. This is the star of Flashpoint right here, and not a Greek man. This is bad. Let's move on. I've got plenty of these to get to. This is a trailer I saw. So this is the page that I see most of this stuff on, is Ip Man Wing Chun MA. This is a page that I will take a look here and see how many followers they have for generating AI art and not putting actual work into posts. 83.7 thousand followers. As you can see here at the bottom of this post has 4,133 likes. That's just insane. Look, is it a bit of jealousy because I work really hard on some of the stuff I post? Sure. But also, this is just awful. This is just gross. So this is some sort of, I don't know, just a poster. Dragons of martial arts cinema. We've got Donnie Yen here. Again, that is just... This is Richard Kind, if Richard Kind was Jackie Chan. Who else we got here? This is kind of Yuan Biao, but they said it's Jet Li, but it's also just neither of those two people. And this is Bruce Lee, who this looks more like a Bruceploitation actor. You're halfway there, you're kind of there, but you're not there. Let's move on. We've got this one. This is a different page here called Wonderful Making. I hate these. This is the stuff I really hate the most, is just like group shots of all of them. Donnie Yen, this is the most accurate Donnie Yen we've seen. It's a half decent Jackie Chan, a decent Bruce Lee. The two offenders here, Jet Li. The two offenders here, Bruce Lee does not look awful. But the worst ones are Sammo Hung, because this is not Sammo Hung at all. This is just someone's grandpa. This, I'm going to give you a second to guess and try to figure out who this is supposed to be. Try to figure out for a second. Just take some time. Who do you think this is? I'll give you a second. I'll wait for you. I'll wait. Did you figure it out? Okay, so this is Tony Jaa. I hate this. This is just, that's Tony Jaa, everybody. That is the Thai warrior himself, Tony Jaa. Jesus Christ. All right, so this is back to the Wing Chun MMA. I'll zoom back in on this. I don't hate this Jackie Chan. It is pretty awful, though. This Jet Li, again, that's a different man. The Bruce Lee is not bad. I don't hate the Bruce Lee. I don't even hate the Donnie Yen. This is the best Donnie Yen we've seen so far. This has 382 likes. That's probably more likes than, I made like a fight screen a couple months ago that I put like several days worth of work into, and I don't think it got that many likes. So that's annoying. So this is Donnie Yen. That's awful. The Jet Li is not terrible. There's something, the eyes are there. That's about it, though. Bruce Lee's not bad. Jackie's not, he's scary, but it's not, it's bad. The Chuck Norris isn't awful. What does confuse me here is, I don't know if you can see what's going on with this. I think this hand is Jet Li's, but it's coming like right out of Chuck Norris's shoulder there. So that's just fun. Oh, God. This one bothers me. This one bothers me for one reason. It's not because, again, this Sammo Hung is just someone's grandpa. The Donnie Yen's not bad. The Bruce Lee's not terrible. Do you see who this is supposed to be? Take a look at this face. Take a look at this face. Who's that? Who is that man? That's just a guy. That's just a man. Apparently, that's Max Zhang. And they put his name over Max's Wang. Do you know what Max Zhang looks like? Do you understand? Look at this man again. Is that Max Zhang? Let's pop up a picture of Max Zhang and tell you what he looks like. That's the guy from, Ip Man Legacy, from a whole lot of fantastic movies. Terrible. This one's fake martial artists and real martial artists. Was this an Ip Man Wing Chun as well? How many likes does this have? This has 10.3 thousand likes. 10.3 thousand. I've gone through a lot of these comments. They don't ever mention anything about the AI. I don't understand why people don't have a problem with this. Maybe I'm just, I'm like weirdly bitter. I think it's awful. So you got Bruce Lee, not looking at all like Bruce Lee. That's terrible. It says that's supposed to be Ip Man. We've seen the pictures of old Ip Man. I don't think that's him. Jet Li, that's awful. Donnie Yen, that looks, honestly, this looks more like Andy Lau. If someone said this was Andy Lau, I'd be like, you're almost there. But no. The Jackie Chan's not terrible. That's Jackie Chan if he was an old grandma. The Wong Fei Hung is leaning a bit more Jet Li, Helio Gracie. Also, we have pictures of Wong Fei Hung. We know what Wong Fei Hung looks like. Helio Gracie, and I don't know much about this guy, so I can't really mention much there. This one, Jackie Chan's face on this always gets me. But again, this one has 641 likes here. So we have Donnie Yen on the right, or the left, whichever side this is for you, looking quite hilarious. Bruce Lee, it's just so not Bruce Lee. I love this. I love what's going on right here with Jackie Chan's face, because he looks like Robert De Niro. That is Robert De Niro's face on Jackie Chan's head, and I love it.
I probably could have still had sex if she just threw up on her front, but she somehow got it all over her back, and I would have felt bad.
This is Donnie Yen's face on Jet Li's head, so that's a good one. And then, of course, we just have Chuck Norris. For some reason, it's pretty decent at getting Chuck Norris right. Their little AI system they have here. Still awful. I hate it. So now we're going to step into a realm that I found hilarious. There's a whole Jason Statham account. I didn't check too much for all of these. A lot of this stuff just popped up on my page on Instagram. There's a whole page of Jason Statham AI posts, and I didn't even get a quarter of them. There's so many posts of Jason Statham AI. This is Lucy 3. You remember the Lucy film with Scarlett Johansson? First of all, we never got a Lucy 2. So there's a half-decent Scarlett Johansson, and then just a grizzled British man that we are supposed to believe is Jason Statham. But this is just the start. This is just the start, because they get crazier. I keep going the wrong direction. So I found something with the Jason Statham ones. I don't hate them. And the reason I don't hate them is because they're sillier. And for some reason, for me, the sillier they got, the more I was accepting. Like anything serious, I was like, calm down. But as soon as it got dumb and goofy, I was into it. So of course we got Sly. That looks like Sly. Van Damme. Statham doesn't look bad. The Rock doesn't look bad. They're here enjoying whatever the hell is on their plates here. I see lemons. Is this lobster, shrimp, whatever's going on here? All drinking their kombucha. Whatever is happening here with fingers. Look at all the finger stuff here. That's just terrifying. So here's one of the ones that I wanted to highlight of what they do a lot on this Jason Statham page is they make him freaking massive. They make him look, first, I don't know who this man is, but they always make him look like a gigantic human being. 4,000 likes. 4,000 likes for gigantic Jason Statham. This is one of the ones I liked a lot. I like this one truly a lot. Because again, it's just so goofy. It's Sly Stallone with the recipe book. This face right here that we have. I've got something in my eye. This face that we have. I'm totally blanking on Schwarzenegger's name. Schwarzenegger's face. It looks hilarious. Statham in the middle here, looking great. The Rock. This is just silliness. This is silliness, and I'm all for it. I think this is fun. I like this one again. Just all silliness. Whatever Sly's doing with his face. Jason Statham's large freaking chin. This man that's supposed to be Arnold. The Rock, again, looking decent. I don't hate this. It looks silly. 8,000 likes. That's awful still, but whatever. This is my favorite. This one's my favorite. Jason Statham, little mini man in someone's hand. I love it. This is great. It's just whatever's going on here. I love. This is the most. The sad part is, this is the most accurate Jason Statham we've had so far. Like, not in, obviously in the face. This is the most accurate Jason Statham face we've seen so far. Just the whittle with body. Alright, back to some of the Kung Fu stuff I found here. Sammo Hung. They just cannot get Sammo Hung. Again, this is just a man. Whatever is happening here. Bruce Lee, that is just a skinny guy. These three don't look terrible. Jackie still looks weird. They all look weird. It's all bad. This one is hilarious. There's so many faces in here for this to get wrong. You have Bruce Lee looking a quarter decent off in the background. Donnie Yen in his Ip Man clothes, not looking at all like Donnie Yen. Let's start from the side here. Now go back. So on the side here, we've got Michael Jai White. That's just a black man. Chuck Norris. This is the worst Chuck we've seen so far. Jackie Chan looking, again, kind of just, I don't even think that looks like an Asian man. Steven Seagal, like, almost everything's here. Almost everything, but something's just off. It's not quite Steven Seagal. This looks like Van Damme, but it also might be the guy from Bar Rescue. I'm not sure. I think this is supposed to be Sammo Hung. Again, this is just an Asian grandpa. So I can immediately tell this is Tony Jaa. But also, no. I stared at this one last night for a while trying to figure out who this is. I think it's Hiroyuki Sanada. But I'm not sure. This is that little kid who does like the Bruce Lee videos dressed up as Bruce Lee. So that's just a kid. Chuck Norris again, one of the worst Chuck Norrises we've seen. Hi, how are you? That's just visit me while I'm recording a video. And then this Scott Adkins here, who again, this Scott Adkins is a Middle Eastern man. We got Middle Eastern Scott Adkins. It apparently likes doing that a lot. Hi, how are you? Let's move on. So I took a screenshot of their page, the Wing Chun martial arts one, just to see, like, have they always been doing this? And no, their page goes back to, like, 2020, 2019, and they just posted pictures of Donnie Yen. It's just a lot of pictures of Donnie Yen until I believe it starts in about 2023 with this one, Ip Man 5, and it's this. That looks more like Colin Chu to me. This is 836 likes here. That was the first one they posted in 2023. After that, they were off to the races. One of the first ones they posted this year that I saw was this Ip Man in a toy box. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Again, we're leaning towards the goofy. I don't hate this. I don't hate this whatsoever. I love that he comes with a little wooden dummy accessory. Master of Wing Chun. I could not tell you if this is accurate, but this I don't mind. I find this quite fun. So here we're going to get into something I saw a lot of. This, I believe, came from Facebook. This is a big thing on Facebook, is fake movie posters. This one being Columbiana 2. This is not the first one I saw of Columbiana 2. Both of them starred Jason Statham and Zoe Saldana, of course. The first one I saw, I forgot to save it. Statham was massive and jacked. Zoe Saldana did not look like Zoe Saldana. In fact, it was a much more light-skinned Hispanic woman with, I'll say, large boobs. But this is a thing, and a trend I saw with a couple of these, if it'll let me zoom in here again, is the cross-eye, the lazy eyeness we have here with Zoe Saldana. This is a trend I saw a few times, and I thought it was quite funny. Hercules 2, again on Facebook. Look at The Rock's eyes. This is hilarious. Again, fake movie posters, a big trend on Facebook. Let's proceed. So we have a Raid 3 poster. Final Ascent, whatever that means. What is this? What does this tagline say? Only one walks Aoi. No mercy, no surrender. Okay, that's what that says. I remember looking at the caption. It said it starred Iko Uwais and Scott Adkins. If that's the case, hi, I'm trying to do stuff on my computer, but you know what? You're a cat. You make YouTube videos more popular. Hey, everybody, it's a cat. Like this video if you like cats. You wanted to be in the YouTube video. You wanted to be in the YouTube video. So here you are. You want to get down? This is what we're doing now. We're just not going to talk about AI videos, AI art, or artificial intelligence art. We're going to talk about this cat. Cat, what do you think of the AI art? Are you a fan of Iko Uwais? Are you a fan of The Raid? Which Raid film is your favorite? I'm going to put you down now. You're hooked in my shirt. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, back to the show. The Raid 3. The Raid 3 Final Ascent. So I said the caption I saw said it starred Iko and Scott Adkins. If that's the case, then whatever this monstrosity over here is supposed to be Scott Adkins. Now, previously, they've made Scott Adkins a Middle Eastern man. This is, I think, more just a black guy. Looking at the face here, this is the closest I've gotten to the face. That's just not Iko Uwais at all. We've got a poster here for Killzone 2. Now, this is a movie that does actually exist, and I can confirm it does not look like this. It stars Tony Jaa. I think this is supposed to be Tony Jaa, even though in the movie this would be Tony Jaa because he's the cop. It also stars Wu Jing. No one here looks like Wu Jing. Now we're going to get into a small trend I found. And I only saved like 3 of these posters, but there were way more. There was a big trend for The Karate Kid 2. Now this obviously comes out in 2025. I think this is supposed to be Daniel LaRusso right here. I don't know who this man is supposed to be. This is supposed to be Donnie Yen. Nowhere close. I also love that it says 2025. This is clearly like a 2010 Jackie Chan. This is a trend we're going to see progress. We're going to see more of the Karate Kid 2 posters. It's going to keep going. Matter of fact, we have a second one already right here. Again, the Karate Kid 2 coming out in 2025. Jackie Chan looking like he's from another dimension and the year 2006. Donnie Yen over here looking like he's at straight out of 1999. Awful. Boyka Undisputed 5. I remember this one came with like a caption of detailing what it was about, and it was like Boyka was still out in the world. I don't know if they remember the end of Boyka Undisputed 4. He's back in prison, but now we have a this is the best Scott Adkins we've seen so far. This is the best Adkins has looked. Still doesn't look great, but in this movie he's taking on Batista, who here is even bigger than he might have ever been ever, and he's lightened up now. He's much smaller now than he was then. The Boyka we have down here looks like a different man than the Boyka we have up here. But do get ready for that. Get ready for Boyka Undisputed 5, where he will fight Batista, who will, despite having lost a bunch of weight, will look bigger than he's ever been before. Rambo 6. I think Rambo died in the 5th one, but that's okay. They're going to use the Resurrection Stone. They're going to use the Lazarus Pit. He's coming back. But next time he's going to have help. He's going to have help from The Rock, even though this might be Bill Goldberg if he was just a little bit more Jewish. And then Jackie Chan if he were just a little bit more Asian. So get ready for that. That's going to be really exciting. I can't wait. Again, Facebook posters, they're all so fun. Here, I think we have our last The Karate Kid 2 poster. I love that we have 2 different Jackie Chans here. Jaden Smith don't look awful. Well, no, he looks bad. We have 2 different Jackie Chans. These, I like that they're both looking the same direction. That's a great way to do a poster there. Just somehow different faces. Maybe this one's just more angry. I'd love for someone to tell me if any of these symbols are accurate. This is awful. Back. I don't know who this is supposed to be. I think it said it was supposed to be Donnie Yen. I don't think it's Donnie Yen. Zoom in, you bitch. That's a white man, so probably not. I don't know who this woman's supposed to be, but she's on the poster twice with her baby. If somebody who's more well-versed in the Karate Kid universe would like to educate me as to who they think this woman's supposed to be, my guess instantly was Miguel's mom from Cobra Kai, but that would be weird. Jesus. People like this. People see this and they're like, hell yeah. This is one I wanted to highlight because this is a trend I saw. I wish I would have saved more of these. There were several posters for the Fast and Furious 11 coming out this year, obviously. But in all of them, Michelle Rodriguez was super pregnant. Also, Vin Diesel here, straight out of 2002. That's funny. That's also not Michelle Rodriguez. But people are obsessed with pregnant Letty, pregnant Michelle Rodriguez. What is her? Okay, I was going to say, what's poking out of her back? I think it's her elbow. But this is like a serious trend. People are obsessed with doing AI art of Michelle Rodriguez, like 8 or 9 months pregnant, and I find it very funny. Are they at a stadium? They're at a stadium. Okay, that's like NASCAR? Okay, I don't know. I haven't watched one since 7. Maybe she is pregnant now. I don't know. Is this the last one I have? I don't think so. This is the last one. I know this is the last one. So, we obviously have Ip Man 5 here, starring Donnie Yen. I'm just so... It makes me so stupid. This is Donnie Yen, obviously, as Ip Man, wearing the classic Ip Man clothes. This is the most accurate Donnie Yen we've ever seen. I've never seen a Donnie Yen look this good. Are you kidding me? I love it. Donnie Yen looks amazing. This man back here, I don't know who that's supposed to be. Let's also call him Donnie Yen. This movie has 2 different Donnie Yens. He gets to wear 2 different clothes. That's how you can tell them apart. It's not because they have different faces. 2 Donnie Yens. Oh my God, we're so privileged. We're going to get Ip Man 5 with 2 different Donnie Yens. And then, of course, we have The Rock straight out of, 2009. And also just a different dimension. This is The Rock's stunt double. But okay, so get hyped. Get excited, everybody, because we are in fact getting Ip Man 5. Despite him dying of cancer in Ip Man 4. Doesn't matter. Lazarus Pit, people. Lazarus Pit. He's coming back from the dead. Ip Man 5 starring 2 different Donnie Yens with 2 different faces, 2 different types of clothing, whatever, and a Rock stunt double. Get hyped, folks. I know I'm hyped. Ip Man 5, 2 different Donnie Yens, coming soon. Get excited. Jesus Christ. People like this. People, these pictures, this stuff gets thousands upon thousands of likes, engagement, comments. Not even comments calling it out for being bad AI art. Comments of people being like, fire emoji, dragon emoji, laughy face sometimes. That's maybe they recognize how bad it is. Some of them are like, this looks dope, I can't wait. What do you can't wait for? What the f*** are you talking about? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I hope you enjoyed some of this AI art I found. I only got a sample of it. There's way more. I found so much stuff. There's hundreds of this, maybe even thousands of this stuff out there. And look, it's kind of fun to go through and make fun of, but there's so many people who find these things and they just think it's legit. They think it's so real. and I don't understand it. But tell me what you thought of all this AI art in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell me which one you thought was the best. What was your favorite? Because mine was any of the ones with Middle Eastern Scott Adkins, because that's just... And having a movie having two different Donnie Yens with two different faces. That was so good. Yeah, just do all that. Tell me what you thought in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Head over to Facebook, where there's the Martial Arts Film Freak Facebook page. Instagram, Martial Arts Film Freak. Tristan_Glover on Blue Sky, as well as Martial Arts Film Freak on Blue Sky. And Martial Arts Film Freak on the TikTok, of course. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.